Hello everyone and welcome to another video about Enforced to Heaven game by VUCA Simulations in the Vassal module. For those who have watched previous videos about this game, there still are some small changes introduced to the game, as the game is still in the last part of the design process. But we have now closed the rulebook, and the rules set that are done now are basically the final set and are not going to change anymore. There are some small changes regarding the previous version and the previous playthrough that I posted in this video. For example, there is one small rule regarding detachments. Now light divisions, German Leichte divisions, can detach one regiment. And hearing some comments about ineffectiveness of Luftwaffe because of bad rolls, I have added a little rule that if you bombard one target except Warszawa by more than one unit, every subsequent raid will be provided with +1 DRM, which of course makes sense regarding the volume of air attacks and bombardments, and it really helps to focus on some precise targets for the German player. For those who are completely new and have not seen and maybe will not see any videos, I am going to film the full Grand Campaign video, series of videos. On the course of those videos, there will be some changes to the graphics outline, mostly regarding, for example, player aids, which are still used with some of my homemade tables and some corrections placed in there. But the content will not change. The idea here is to go with the whole campaign before the game release and after the game release. So when the game releases, we will have the great part of the campaign already play out and finish, hopefully finish, maybe when the game is released, which I hope should be this year. So, Grand Campaign, why not play some smaller scenarios and why not make any tutorial videos? Because with those, I am waiting for the final version, where you will be able to download and see the PDF, the final PDF version of the rules. And in this series of videos, I will focus mostly on the gameplay of the campaign, so we can explore no matter what are they're looking right now. We will go through almost, well, basically all rules of the game on the course of this campaign. So this is the first introductory video, and with all videos I will go with the sequence that I have noted right here. First, we're going to see what are victory goals and to see what both players can pursue on each day, on each turn, and a reminder of overall situation. Then we're going to play out a turn, and then we're going to make an evening situational report, and on the course of the campaign, I will note the most important things on this note as well. We have everything prepared for the campaign, and in this video we will go with the prelude, and in the next video we will start with the September 1st turn. I hope we will close each turn in 2 hours. It depends from how much of let's say impulsive explaining will I do during the course of the gameplay. I am going to use some optional rules that are not going to be in the main stuff, in the main rules, and I will write them right now. So the most important is going to be, well, actually I'm going to use only one optional rule that I really like to use, but it is not that game changing, and it is a little fiddly, and it prolongs a little gameplay, but I always like to use it, so I simply use it. And the rule is, I'm going to write this down in here, optional rule used is going to be a remnants rule. How this works, we will see in practice. So let's begin the campaign as it should begin, which means with the start of reading Prelude cards. Let's go to the card display 1, and to keep you in story, I will read them all one by one. So we have January 5th, 1939. Adolf Hitler presents a proposition to the Polish Foreign Affairs Minister Józef Beck, suggesting the inclusion of Free City of Gdańsk into the Third Reich. March 14th. German forces entered Prague. Czechia and Moravia fell under German occupation, while Slovakia, that gained an independence, became a puppet state. The Munich Pact, hailed by British Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain as purchase of a piece of our time, was actually a strategic maneuver by Hitler regime, serving to momentarily postpone the Führer's aggressive territorial ambitions. March 22nd. The Commander-in-Chief of Polish Armed Forces signed the Plan West, outlining Poland's defiant stance in the event of a German invasion. Although the plan had numerous flaws and was built on incorrect assumptions, it was committed to execution in September at any cost. April 3rd. Adolf Hitler signs the order to begin preparations for Fall Weiss. Poland is going to be attacked on August 26th, 4:45 a.m. May 5th. After months of diplomatic efforts to maintain friendly relations between Poland and the Third Reich, the Polish Foreign Affairs Minister has rejected Hitler's demands regarding Gdańsk and the extraterritorial highway to Prussia. In both Poland and France, there is a prevailing belief that there is no imminent threat of war. May 22nd. Germany and Italy signed the Pact of Steel, in which Italy committed to providing military support to Germany. In the future, together with Japan, this alliance will become a Rome-Berlin-Tokyo axis. July 26th. Cryptologists Alfred Knox and Alastair Denniston, along with intelligence officer Humphrey Sandwith, attend the cryptologist conference in Warsaw, joining scientists from Poland, France, and Great Britain. During the conference, they make a startling discovery. Marian Rejewski, Jerzy Różycki, and Henryk Zygalski had successfully broken the Enigma code as early as 1932 and possessed machines and codes capable of fully deciphering daily German encryption. Initially met with disbelief, the Allies eventually accepted the Polish breakthrough. It is widely believed that this revelation significantly shortened the duration of the Second World War, potentially by several years. August 23rd. The Ribbentrop-Molotov Non-Aggression Pact was signed between the Third Reich and the USSR. Secretly, the pact involved the division of Polish territory along a demarcation line agreed upon by Hitler and Stalin. This effectively represented an agreement to jointly attack Poland. August 25th. The battleship Schleswig-Holstein arrives in Gdańsk for a courtesy visit and anchors next to the Polish Westerplatte military depot. A British-Polish alliance is signed, specifying mutual assistance in the event of military invasion by Nazi Germany, as outlined in a secret protocol. All German armies are in their starting positions, ready to attack. In the evening, due to signing of Polish-British alliance and Italy's refusal to enter the war, the order to initiate the offensive is postponed until September 1st, 445. And we are reminded to set up Westerplatte and Schleswig-Holstein, which is right there in Gdańsk. August 28th, a series of diversions occur along the Polish border. At 23:18, there is a bomb attack in Tarnów train station on a train carrying mobilized soldiers. The attack results in 20 people dead and 35 wounded. August 13th, at night, Foreign Affairs Minister of Reich presents an ultimatum. The ultimatum stipulates that Gdańsk is to become a German city, and the territory of Pomorze Corridor is to no longer be considered part of Poland. Instead, it is proposed that a referendum be conducted based on 1918 state borders. The Polish player has an option to disband the interventional corps and proceed to the next calendar card. The intervention corps was a Polish formation that was supposed to be stationed in this area of the corridor and counter any enemy attack against Gdańsk. Just hours before the September 1st attack, it was disbanded, which created a situation in which one Polish division was in transit for the next few days, one Polish division, and this means 27th division, is deep in the Bory-Tucholskie forest instead of being close to the front line, and most crucially, one Polish 70p tank battalion has been lost in transport for a few days. As we are going the historical way, we are declining to, well, we are not declining, we are approving to disband the intervention corps, therefore we are staying with the historical setup. August 21st, 1939, 8 p.m. Überfall auf den Sender Gleiwitz. A German false flag attack against a German radio station in Gleiwitz. The Polish army is accused of provocation. 11:30. Adolf Hitler accuses Poland of aggression against the Third Reich and declares a military response to commence at 5:30 on September 1st. And here we have a Polish poster that informs Polish people that the war has just begun. I will translate this from Polish. Germans has started the war. Mr. President of Poland to the Polish nation. Dear citizens, this night our enemy has begun the military operation against Polish country, which I state to the God and history. In this historical moment, I call you all that the country, in defense of its freedom and honor, will gather around the national forces and will give the answer to the enemy, as it was many times in the history of Polish-German affairs. The whole Polish nation, praised by the God in its fight for its holy case, united, will go with the army to the fight and to the full victory. Ignacy Mościcki, the President of Poland. Warszawa, September 1st, 1939. September 1st, 1939, the war begins. The conflict, which will be known as the Second World War, has begun. 4:42 a.m. German airstrikes against Wieluń town. 4:45, Plan Weiss executed. Wehrmacht begins invasion of Poland crossing Polish borders without declaration of war. Battleship Schleswig-Holstein opens fire against Westerplatte garrison in Gdańsk. 6:10. Tczew bridges are blown up. Perform bridge destruction check, which is right here. And we're going to perform this check. 1-3. This means that the bridge is destroyed. It would not have been if the result would be 1-1 or 6-6. Those bridges were very well prepared for destruction. And we are beginning the campaign. Let's open the first calendar card, which has reminders of some reminders of special rules. And let's open the first Plan West card and the first General Staff card. Plan West. Polish defensive strategy has been planned since first month of 1939. Commander-in-Chief Edward Rydz-Śmigły was stubborn about its assumptions, giving orders according to Plan West, even in situations where it was long outdated. Plan West failed. It assumed Western allies will attack and draw some of German forces to Western Front. The attack came, but it was weak, ineffective, and offensive was called off after a few days. Years after Second World War, it even turned out Western allies knew about upcoming Soviet invasion. So those cards are organized on two parts: activation and the end of current plan phase. And with this done, we are prepared to begin the first turn of Polish campaign 1939. So we're going to stop here and begin the play in the next video.